What's up, everybody? Sean the D-Man here, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are having yourselves a great weekend. Last night, Auburn lost on the road to Arkansas, 88-75, causing Auburn to have basically their fourth straight loss, losing to Arkansas, Vanderbilt, Alabama, and Tennessee. In the game where Keyshawn Hall did not play, like I think you got the win over Arkansas earlier in the season, early in conference play. So, and you knew going into this game, Calipari, Arkansas, they were going to have like the idea of revenge on their mind. And so you kind of knew this. And I mean, this was already going to be like a tough kind of like end of a stretch anyway. I mean, like I said, you played um Tennessee, then Alabama, then Vanderbilt, and then, obviously you capped it off with Arkansas. But this also felt like a game that Auburn could have won if you had more people show up from a scoring standpoint. Because like we got the stats here: Keyshawn Murphy, 22 points; Tahad Pettifer, 29 points. I think this is Tahad's third straight 20-point plus game. But look at everybody else. Sebastian William Adams, 6. Freeman, 9. Overton, 5. Like, yeah, they have points. The box score shows that they have points. But watching the game, they didn't do anything at all. They were completely not a factor in this game. It was primarily Keyshawn Murphy and Todd Pettifer leading the way throughout this game. Like it is, like Jovic, I think Jovic's fine. I think he's fine. He gives you what you want him to do. I mean, he got 2 rebounds. He got. I think if once he starts to develop an offensive game, he could be good for you. But right now, he's not where he needs to be at in that regards. You got Blake Mashalik coming out for point guard, and it's just bleh. Like Overton had no points at all until the second half. I think the same thing was maybe Freeman. Sebastian William Adams had 2 points to like kick it off for Auburn. He didn't do anything else the rest of the way. Like it was just a Tahad and Keyshawn Murphy show. Nobody else helped. Now compare that to Arkansas. Nick Pringle, 2 points, 11 points, 31 points, 25 points, 8 points, 8 points. I mean, they're bench players and all that stuff. But like you had this Darius a a cuff, I guess that's how you say his last name. 7 threes in the game. Now he was definitely the X factor in this game because when Arkansas became off like stagnant offensively, it's because he wasn't in the game for like a stretch of time. But he was 10 of 15, 7 of 10, 7 assists in the game, and he was an X factor. He just was. Like and Auburn. The game plan was to make Arkansas shoot threes and not let them get, because I think Arkansas is like really really good at getting 2 point shots, and you saw them kind of do that tonight. Like once things got going, I think they got a steal it might have been from like Mashalik. They got a steal and dunked it, and then after that, Arkansas kind of turned it on, and they really didn't look back after that point. I mean, they finished the game 57% from field goal range, and that's why I'm always kind of like I wish Auburn would utilize they're too. The Hod does it some. Well, Todd's really good at it. He just doesn't do it enough, in my opinion. But like, yeah, it's a 2 point shot. Yeah, it may not be the sexiest shot, but a 2 point shot is a 2 point shot, and those are just as valuable. But like 57% from field, 38% from three, 67% from the free throw. Auburn didn't. It's weird because Auburn was 15 to 20 from the free throw line, but it didn't really feel like they went to the free throw line that much in this game. I'm not sure. It just didn't really feel like that. Um, and then as far as like stats goes, or not stats, but oh, team stats. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, 27 to 66. They were 35 to 61. Rebounds. You won the rebound. They killed you on the defensive rebound, but you won the rebound game. You had 10 assists. They had 19. They had 19. Yeah. Steals. They had six. Blocks. They had. That was another thing too. When I was watching the game, it was just kind of like at a certain point, I said to myself, guys, they're blocking your shots. Like each time you try to go for like a layup or something, they're blocking the shots. Um, 7 turnovers. Um, Compared to their five, they got 12 points off of that. And then fast break points, they won that. Points in the paint, they heavily won that, 52 to 34. Fouls are about even. And their largest lead was 21. And like, what's crazy, and I think some people have probably pointed this out. Like going back and looking at the Vanderbilt game, the moment when Keyshawn Hall, when Steven sat Keyshawn Hall basically for the rest of the game, Auburn was able to cut the lead down to a one, what kind of maybe like a 2 or 4 point game. They just couldn't finish. They just couldn't finish it. This one, yeah, Arkansas got to a 21 point lead, but Auburn still got it down to, I think if they got it down as close as 2 points, 2 or 3 points. But the other issue is Auburn does stupid stuff that allows a team to extend their lead, like being lazy with passes and stuff like that. Kevin Overton keeps fouling guys that gives them an and one. Like this is like the third or fourth straight game where he has done this, where this was just after I think maybe Tahad had turned the ball over. Keyshawn Hall is chasing down one of the Arkansas players. Keyshawn Hall goes to foul him, but the way Keyshawn Hall fouled, not Keyshawn Hall, I'm sorry, Kevin Overton fouls, it still gives them enough flexibility to get their shot up and go in and result in a 3 point play. He's done that, I swear, like the past 2 or 3 games. I don't know why he does. I don't know why that is. You got Elijah Free, like you got it close again. Elijah Freeman commits a foul on a 3 point shot, so Arkansas gets a 4 point play. It's just like stuff like that that allowed a team to like continuously hold a lead, and you weren't really getting stops all that much when you needed to, and even if you did, you were just missing shots, and so like it's because now like you had a tough stretch for sure. I mean, oh, okay. So I mean, Florida, Texas, Tennessee, Alabama, Vanderbilt, Arkansas. So, I mean, you're on a 4 game losing streak right now. I mean, right now you're projected to go into the NCAA tournament as an eighth seed. Now we'll see what happens. That they'll probably drop, but we're winding down to the ending of the season. I mean, you got Mississippi State on Wednesday. Oh, it's a late tip off, 8 p.m. tip off. You got Mississippi State on Wednesday. You got to go on the road and do it. Then you got Kentucky, which I don't remember if they won or lost today, or not today, but yesterday. Oklahoma, Ole Miss, LSU, and then Alabama to wrap it up. So you need, like, you're probably gonna be an underdog with Alabama and Kentucky. You, like, to be quiet. You've got to win Mississippi State, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, LSU. In my honest opinion, you got to win those. I mean, you could maybe drop one. You can maybe go 3-1 in that situation, or just maybe overall go 3-3, and that could be enough to get you in a tournament, especially what you've done in the off season. Now, you will love to have maybe the Houston game in that win column. Um, if you didn't get screwed over in the Texas A&M game, you have that game. You hit your free throws, you beat Georgia. Like, there are so many moments with this season and this team where if they do things a certain way, like making free throws or maybe playing defense a little bit better or just something like that, you are having a much better season than what you're having right now. And listen, it sucks. It's a growing pain type of season. Like, everybody should have known this was going to be a growing pain type of season. And I've said this through several different videos at this point. Like, you could probably blame Steven for some things, sure, but Aporum getting injured, Bashir getting injured, Magwood basically being non-existent. Um, who else? I feel like there's somebody else. Like, it's rough. It's rough. So we got 6 games left before the season is done, and we'll have to just see how things shape out down these final 6 games. So yeah, we'll have to see. But guys, before we wrap up, Auburn football got the number one player in the state of Alabama. So kudos to Alex Golish and the football team. Congratulations. But guys, that is relatively it. If you're new to the channel, be sure you hit that like and subscribe, comment below. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all have a good one.